Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Bahashem Chakodash, my name is Jacobo from Plaintables Camp. And this is the apostles video. This is an adulterous generation. And you're going to go into it's an evil and adulterous generation. Another reason why this place has to go. Let's listen in.
Real quick, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Chakodash, Shalom to the 144,000 and rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, An Evil and Adulterous Generation. Another reason why this place has to go. This is a super wicked and corrupt society. So I was watching this video. I watched up until 8 minutes of 11, almost 12-minute video. As you can see, common jobs where everyone sleeps with each other.
It was Friday the 13th, Jason, Camp Lake Crystal, something like that. And yeah, they were into polyamory, I think it's called, when everybody has sex with each other. If I'm not mistaken, could be wrong about the terminology.
And that's what happens in these jobs. You know, it'll be a married, and this whole thing. This is why a man back prior in past World War II, up until the late 60s, early 70s, women stayed home, took care of the kids, made breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the man at work 8 hours a day, and came home. Now, when you have women in the workforce, that's a breeding ground for adultery. Now, if you go to a particular place to find a pro and you get caught, they embarrass you, they put you in the system. They won't lock you up, but they'll pay a fine. But they're not going after adulterous, acts, people that commit adulterous acts. Now, if they were to do that, go after people that commit adulterous acts, damn near the whole country, they have to make this country a prison. This society is completely corrupt, but all everybody has to do is coming against the Israelites like we're the worst thing on the planet Earth. You got the Epstein files that are coming out. I see why they was holding it for so long, because they eating babies. And then it's not like they ran out of food. They get off.
Something about Bubba. Was Trump supposed to be Bubba or Clinton? I forget. Or did Clinton do something to Netanyahu or Trump? One of those three. Something about Bubba. It don't sound good. But they all Edomites, so.
Sexually by eating babies. They have sex with the babies, kill the babies, chop the babies up, and eat them. This is a sick, wicked society, and when we say something about it, it's a problem. That's why every last one of you Israelites that came up against us, may the Most High destroy every last one of you. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. So watch this video. If I remember, I'll leave it in the description. Kill the babies, chop the babies up, and eat them. This is a sick, wicked society, and when we say something about it, it's a problem. That's why every last one of you Israelites that came up against us, may the Most High destroy every last one of you. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. So watch this video. If I remember, I'll leave it in the description box. Shalom, on to the next. So watch this video. If I remember, I'll leave it in the description box. Shalom, on to the next. So, hey, be mindful of your woman. Just because she said shalom to you,
You go to Acts, the 15th chapter, and the Israelite Gentiles were given commandment. This is how you start off yourself in the faith. You go to Acts, the 15th chapter, and around 19th verse, it says, "Wherefore my sentence is that we trouble not them which from among the Gentiles are turned to the power, but that we write unto them that they abstain from pollutions, from idols, from fornication, which is adultery, all right, and from things strangled, and from blood." All right, so that these are core things that we must keep. So your foundation should be rooted, and I believe they call this the Jerusalem Council. I think that's what they call it, the Council at Jerusalem. And certain men which came from Judea taught the brethren and said, "Except ye be circumcised after the manner of Moses, ye cannot be saved," which that's not true. Uh, so you evolve into circumcision and keeping the law more perfectly, but we're not saved by keeping the law perfectly, but we keep it more perfectly as we mature in the faith. So you go to the 19th verse, and this is your foundation here. 19th verse on down. So please, the elders, yes, so for Moses of old time hath in every city them that preach him being read in the synagogues every Sabbath day. Then please it the apostles and elders and the whole church to send chosen men of their own company to Antioch with Paul and Barnabas, namely Judah, surnamed Barsabas, and Silas, chief men among the brethren. All right, so there you go. Fornication, things strangled from blood, from pollutions. That they abstain from pollutions of idols. All right. So you ain't supposed to worship the different gods of the nations. Well, that's like foundation. That's kind of like an oxymoron. That's like you can't like worship the Most High, worship Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, the mediator, and then you still secretly worshiping different idols. That's not a part of our religion. There's a total separation, and I can see the Israelite Gentiles doing that. So yeah, this definitely had to be said. Had to been said. Like this is not a not a mono, poly. Poly means multiple. Polytheistic religion you're getting involved in. You're coming back to your heritage. So we're monotheistic. Because we have a Godhead and then we have a mediator. All right. And it is written that all power is committed into His Son, the Messiah, Yahweh Shai. All right. So yeah, we do worship Yahweh Shai. I think that's it. So fornication. Let's look up fornication. They don't, Blue Letter don't get it right all the time. Fornication, porneia, it means adultery. All right, adultery, fornication, homosexuality, lesbian. It means adultery, but in the Greek sense, it's broader. It's broader, but it's centered around adultery. But you'll see this, um, which again, adultery means you alter the original use of. All right. That's what adultery actually means. I mean, you change the original use, you alter it. All right. We're going to the actual English word adultery. All right. So uh, this is why it's, explains it with three different definitions because you got to apply it to the context. All right. And it gives a broader, it's actually more complete. All right. Now you got to look up the Hebrew word and see the context in which it's used in and the meaning when you go to the Hebrew. So we got here, including adultery and incest. Incest, figuratively, idolatry, fornication. Like fornication doesn't like mean anything. You gotta like that thing comes from the Latin. It's kind of devoid of meaning unless you look it up. All right, so let's look it up in the etymon. Let's see, ty. Here, etymology online. Lewdness, prostitution, idolatry, fornicatio, action, passport, fornicare, fornicate, fornix. brothel, originally arch, vaulted chamber, vaulted opening, covered way. Right. I guess that's the way where it doesn't mean voluntary sex with unmarried people. I mean, when you went into that vaulted opening and did demonic things, all right, or sexually illegal things according to what laws you were under. So this is will be the laws of the Bible, which would be illicit sexual intercourse. All right, so that's broad. So yeah, fornication, and I mean adultery in the sense of have another man's wife. But then you got homosexuality. That's still adultery, altering the original use of. All right, lesbianism, homosexuality. So yeah, the word porneia, it covers it. It covers it. So um, yeah. So when Peter and James, I'm not sure if Peter made this statement or Peter or James, but maybe Peter may have made this statement that they abstain. Let me take the Strongs off. But that we write unto them that they abstain from pollutions of idols and from fornication, lewd sexual acts. So that covers everything. Porneia, that covers everything in the Greek. Right? From things strangled and from blood. So the Greek, very powerful words, and we use them to our advantage. So hope you had a file. Hope you learned something. Shalom.